Have you ever wondered if you're not alone? And no, I don't mean the people around you. I mean another version of you, living a different life in a different universe. This isn't just science fiction. It's called the Multiverse Theory. Some scientists believe that our universe might be just one of countless parallel universes, and in each one, there is a you living a life that could be entirely different. You might be rich in one, poor in another, dead in one universe, and incredibly successful in another. The strangest part? Some theories suggest these universes might even overlap at times, and that strange feeling of déjà vu you sometimes get, it might be a fleeting glimpse into your other life. So, if you ever met your other self, what would you say? The theory of parallel universes suggests that the universe we live in is not the only one. There may be other universes, many of them, perhaps even an infinite number. Each one contains different versions of reality. Sometimes they are very similar, and sometimes unbelievably strange. How did this idea begin? It originated in quantum physics, specifically in an experiment called the double-slit experiment, which showed that particles can take more than one path at the same time. From there, the idea emerged that every possible outcome could occur in a separate universe. Scientists call this the many-worlds interpretation. That means every choice you make, every possibility, creates a new universe, where the other outcome actually happens. Imagine how many universes might exist just because you decided to be late today or said yes instead of no. And what's even more fascinating, some scientists believe that these universes might intersect at times, and those strange moments we feel, like déjà vu, could be subtle hints from another universe. But can we communicate with these universes? Can we see them? So far, no. Theoretically, it's possible, but we don't yet have the technology. Still, scientists continue to search, experiment, and question, because discovering parallel universes would change everything we know about existence. Just think about it. Maybe there's another version of you, watching this video right now, but living a completely different life. Some of the leading theories that support this idea, quantum mechanics, Hugh Everett's many worlds interpretation, suggests that every quantum possibility actually happens, but in a different universe. String theory proposes the existence of more dimensions than we perceive, opening the door to hidden universes. The Big Bang. Some scientists believe it wasn't the only one. There may have been other Big Bangs that created entirely separate universes. There is one question that, if we could answer it, might completely change the way we see reality. Can we prove the existence of parallel universes? For many years, this idea was treated as pure science fiction, but little by little, science began to ask the question seriously. Is there any way at all, to know if there's another universe beyond our own? The biggest problem lies in something deceptively simple. We are trapped inside our own universe. We can't step outside it to take a look from the outside, and we don't know if there's a window that leads to other universes. Yet despite that, scientists aren't giving up. If we can't see the parallel universes directly, maybe, just maybe, we can see their traces. Some researchers are trying to detect tiny, strange anomalies in the universe, like unexplained patterns in the cosmic microwave background or unusually cold regions in deep space. Could these be signs of a collision between our universe and another one? No one can confirm it. But at the same time, no one can rule it out either. Others go even further. What if there are particles that don't interact with light or matter, but somehow slip between universes? If such particles exist, and we succeed in detecting them, they could be the first indirect evidence that something exists beyond the boundaries of our universe. And while these ideas are still far from being proven, every experiment in a lab, every signal detected from space, could be a piece of the puzzle. Scientists today aren't searching for a magical doorway to another world. They're looking for a crack in the wall of reality, some tiny distortion, some unexplained glitch. That might be the key. But we must be honest, If it's even possible to prove parallel universes exist, it might not happen in 10 years, or even in 100. It might never happen at all. But one thing is certain. We now have the tools, the curiosity, and the courage to ask the question, is this universe really all there is? And every time we search for an answer, we get a little closer to that moment that could change everything. A moment when we open our eyes and realize that we've been living inside just one bubble within an ocean of universes we never knew existed. Lastly, what does the theory of parallel universes mean for us? Imagine for a moment that the life you're living isn't the only one, that there are other versions of you, thinking, loving, failing, succeeding, yet they are not you. Versions living in worlds you cannot see and may never know. Worlds that might be nearly identical to yours, or unimaginably different. In one of them, perhaps you took the other path. You stayed instead of leaving, said yes instead of no, followed a dream that faded here, but flourished there. What if that message you never sent changed someone's life in another universe? What if in another reality, you never lost the one you loved and continued the story that ended too soon here? Would that still be you? The theory of parallel universes, while scientific at its core, carries within it a deeply human and philosophical dimension. It doesn't just speak of a vast cosmos with no clear boundaries. It places you at the center of that mystery. If we exist in many versions, then who are we really? Is our consciousness bound to this body and this life, or is there an extension of us out there, living out decisions we never made? Imagine that every moment of hesitation, every choice you almost made, created a new path, a new world, a new life. This doesn't mean our lives are meaningless or that our choices don't matter, quite the opposite. If there are countless versions of you, then this version you are living right now is the only one you get to truly feel, see, and take responsibility for. Perhaps parallel universes do exist, but they won't come knocking. You won't open a door and suddenly see the life you didn't choose. But the very idea of their existence is enough to shake something deep inside, because suddenly we realize we're not defined only by what happened, but surrounded by endless possibilities that never did. And the moment you're living right now might be the final branch of a tree full of infinite choices. We don't know if this theory is true, but we know one thing. It changes the way we see everything, the past, the present, even the future. Because if you're surrounded by infinite versions of yourself, you truly only have one thing, this reality, this choice, this moment. So the real question is, will you let it slip away? Or will you live it, as if it's the only universe you'll ever have? In the end, whether parallel universes are real or not, the idea remains one of the most fascinating concepts that sparks our imagination and pushes us to ask, is this truly the only world, or are there others waiting to be discovered? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and tell us in the comments, which universe would you want to live in?